Hey guys, just wanted to go over the lit review, which is due Sunday, week 3. As it says here, it's worth 15% off your final grade, and the total score is possible out of 15 points. So let's just take a look at it. What you should have done by now is signed up for a type of trauma that you're interested in, for example, violence, war, weather, etc. Weather meaning natural disaster. Okay. Then the instructor, that is me, I'm going to group students who have similar interests. So you will get to choose a population affected by the type of trauma. For example, if you have domestic violence as your type of trauma, you could choose to either work with adults who have experienced it, or you could choose to focus on children who have experienced it. So if you have chosen combat trauma as your trauma, then you would choose to maybe work with female veterans. So type of trauma and the population within that trauma. Okay. So this is an individual assignment, but it will be used in your dyad presentations. Now, since we are in even 10, we are just doing pairs, we're not doing triads. So eventually when you work with a partner, you're going to bring your lit review and the information you have gathered, and you will coordinate with your partner to present it. But this is an individual exercise. So what you're going to do is one, find a scholarly peer-reviewed journal article about the type of trauma. So you can't pick something out of New York Times or something. It has to be from a peer-reviewed journal about the type of trauma that you have chosen, and one article about the population that you have chosen. So these are the 2 articles that you have to do. And they have to be published within the last 10 years, at least 10 pages long, and should come from peer-reviewed journals. So these 2 articles should be uploaded by the Sunday of week 2, so I can take a look at them and get back to you and make sure that they're okay. The next thing that you're going to do is, once your articles have been approved, you're going to write about 1,500 word integrated lit review, which is not a annotated bibliography. So you're not going to summarize the article, you're going to integrate it. And how do you do that? These are the steps, and please use headings to organize your paper. So this is what we're going to do. Summarize the main points in your own words. What did you understand? What stood out for you? Your personal interpretation of that. Synthesize material from different articles and chapters where they overlap. So if you have chosen domestic violence and the 2 articles that you've chosen have similar information, you can synthesize that and present it as one. Include at least 4 citations from Rothschild assigned readings. You would have read these chapters by now, and so you would have these 4 citations. Identify implications of this type of trauma in social work, a discussion of what you have learned, and include a discussion on how you will apply the material to your practice. Okay, this is important. And I would like you to be specific here instead of saying generally in social work. If you have chosen to work with a certain population, how are you going to apply it? Where do you see yourself applying it? Please use the APA format. Everything has to be done in the APA format. We've been over that, so I'm not going to go over that again. And be certain to check your originality through the turn-in. It should appear where the paper is uploaded. Okay, and then this is the grading rubric. So you have 1 point for the type of trauma chosen and the description that are included, and the rest are worth 2 points each. So did you summarize the article in your own words? Did you synthesize an overlap of ideas? So be careful not to repeat yourself, not to repeat the same point through different ways. Then material relating to the topic was cited in at least 4 instances from Rothschild's reading. Implications of addressing this type of trauma in social work were explained. You describe what you learned and how do you plan to apply this learning. Okay, so this is the literature review assignment.